your arms around me, and the sun will never shine in apartments. Wow. Am I getting old or what? Holy shit. Oh god, we'll turn it back on. Oh boy. Yeah, we come over to the grocery store. We're trying to identify a song, and we got into a string of country and western, I guess. When I was a high schooler, all my friends were listening to Black Sabbath and the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin and Pink Floyd, and I listened to this stuff too, but I got involved with a country rock band, a very talented songwriter, did all original stuff, mostly original stuff. And you can actually see our, well, you can see the band's as music on YouTube. The picture shows me in the band, but the music is after I left the band. So I guess they just didn't have any pictures for the current ensemble. But it's Bramble, B-R-A-M-B-L-E. But the very last band I was involved with was, say, 10 years ago, and it was one guy was the night watchman for the Bill Goodman Gun and Knife Show, and the other guy was the director of maintenance at Harrah's Sports Arena. And they got together and started playing music, and I joined along, and along came a drummer and a lead guitar player, and we played every Wednesday night, for 3 or 4 hours, and never had any plans to play out anywhere, just entertaining ourselves. Played the Harrah Arena employee Christmas parties when they came around. But I have a rather eclectic taste in music, from Brian Eno to the Beatles to Tom Waits. It goes all over the place. But he stopped loving her today. It was one of my favorites. It was the simplest song in the world. It was one of my favorite songs to play on a dance floor. The Conda milling head and South Bend milling machine marriage. It seemed like I wasn't getting comments, or maybe I just wasn't reading comments, but I really didn't realize how far off I strayed from the reservation in my solutions to the issues around the marriage of those two pieces of machinery. And I was taken to the shed in a rather severe way, I think, but the point came across, and I appreciate those honest feelings and those honest information, because I don't know. I'm going on my own logic and based on no experience. But one issue is the T-nuts, the absence of T-nuts on the round fixture of the ram, and how I'm using cap head screws, and there isn't a lot of surface area holding that in, and it will soon start ripping that channel apart. I do have the original T-nuts and parts of T-nuts that came with the South Bend, and I believe I have a plan to be able to use these in a similar situation that I now have, but I do have some ideas on using these, and that'll certainly give me the surface area to keep from ripping that channel apart. I want to emphasize that, my feelings aren't hurt, and I still love you, even though the criticism is harsh. It needs to be, I know what it feels like to see somebody doing something on a piece of machinery or with a piece of machinery from someone who hasn't got a clue what they're doing. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. There's one channel I stumbled onto recently, and I believe he is Russian, and he got a lathe, and he had he was experimenting with his cutters, and he had a parting blade, and he was cutting in at like 35-40 degrees angle with the parting blade, and actually parted the shaft with that at that angle. But I imagine what it feels like for some of you guys watching me do things on this machine, like, what in the hell is he doing? Got someone's kick him, slap him, throw some water on him. But no one's done that. What they've done is they've taken the time to give me some solutions. And just know that I appreciate all you guys, all your feedback. So, in the meantime, I'm going to test my system as it is right now, because I can only learn from it. And just do some basic milling. I need to make a proper drawbar, one that's not made of copper, and just a couple of little projects where I want to see, if I'm actually going to be able to hold tram with the plan that I'm using now. The biggest problem in my setup as it is now is I'm putting a lot of stress on that T-slot channel by expecting the little hangover of the cap head screws to maintain that rigidity, to maintain it tightly. So, like I said, I I've got some ideas and a plan that's going to utilize these pieces, and that'll certainly give me the surface area in that channel to keep from destroying it. I hope to still be able to loosen and tighten it from the back of the ram plate, so that I'll be able to use the tilt function. So yeah, I'm not going to get on it tomorrow. Well, I probably am going to be doing some experimenting and some work in the background, but mostly I'm going to run the machine a little bit, have a little fun with it, taking it slow. I realize this is a dangerous machine, and it deserves respect, and I'm certainly going to do my utmost best to protect myself, the tooling, and the machine itself. So, thanks again for all your comments. I'm not offended. It's kind of disappointing to have things pointed out to you that you're doing horribly wrong. Unless it's pointed out to you, sometimes you never realize it. So, you guys know who you are. I appreciate your feedback. With that, he stopped loving her today. Yeah. Yeah, that's funny. Okay, guys. Like and subscribe. Tell a buddy, bring a friend. Alrighty.